So let's just finish off the MCQs of carbon ions. Section G of carbon ions, we have already talked about carbon ions, their stability. One simple point to remember is whenever we talk about stability of any species, we have to decide in terms of RHI, that is resonance, hyperconjugation, and inductive. In a way, it is the application of the stabilizing interactions, which we have already talked about. So, first question coming up, which of the following is the least stable carbanion? Least stable carbanion. Option 1 is acetylide ion. Second one is a benzyl carbanion. If I just open up this structure, it is C6H5, C with a C6H5 and a C6H5 and then a negative charge. Then the next one is a third butyl carbanion and last is a methyl carbanion. So we are being asked about the least stable.
Third.
Third one. The reason is the first is stable because of negative charge on a more electronegative atom, which is sp hybridized carbon, having an electronegativity of 3.3, just after oxygen. Next, when the negative charge will get dispersed over the benzene ring, and that is why it will be stabilized. And among the methyl primary, secondary, tertiary, the carbanion methyl is more stable, and then primary, secondary, and tertiary. Tertiary is the least stable because जो inductive effect है methyl का, that will increase the negative charge. And जैसे charge बढ़ेगा, वैसे stability घटेगा, and that's why third will be the least stable carbanion. Next, arrange the following carbanions in decreasing order of stability. What is the stabilizing factor you see in the first one?
Resonance.
Resonance. And the negative charge will get dispersed and delocalized over which carbon after resonance? Negative charge किधर जा रहा है?
First one.
नहीं, what I'm asking here, there is resonance and the negative charge is delocalizing on which atom? अरे भाई, negative charge जब delocalize होगा तो it will come on which atom in the next resonating structure?
Carbon.
हाँ,
The first carbon.
the first carbon, yes. Next, again there is a pi alternate lone pair ka conjugation, and here after delocalization the negative charge will get delocalized on
Oxygen.
oxygen. Here there is a cross conjugation where negative charge can get dispersed over this carbonyl as well as this carbonyl. So based on the discussion, which will be the most stable?
Third one.
Third one. उसके बाद first second में से
Second.
second,
Second.
because the negative charge after delocalization is coming to the oxygen and negative charge is more happy with a more electronegative atom. That is why first second के comparison में the second will be more stable and hence the order of stability will be 3, 2 and 1. Next, arrange the following carbanions in decreasing order of stability. First one, what can you comment on this?
Aromatic.
Stable by resonance, plus it is aromatic in nature, and aromatic imparts greater stability to the species. Next one is a benzyl, in which again the charge is delocalized and it's delocalized over the benzene. Next way, the negative charge is directly on sp2 carbon, and in the next it is directly on the sp3 carbon. So of course सबसे ज़्यादा stable is
First.
First one.
first one, followed by
Second.
second, then third, fourth में
Third.
Third, because negative charge is happy with a sp2 carbon rather than sp3 carbon. So the order is same 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, the stability order of the following carbon ions is: here negative charge is on sp, here it is on sp2, here is again sp2, and here sp3. So it should be the most stable. Most stable.
First one.
First one. अब second and third में which is more stable?
Second.
Second, because यहाँ पर internal resonance है. Negative charge का dispersion तो नहीं हो रहा है, but when you compare with the phenyl and the vinyl one, this pi bonds in conjugation will impart slightly higher stability to the species rather than the third one. And fourth one, negative charge on sp3 carbon is less preferred, and that's why the order is once again 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So, but won't 2 be more stable than 1 also?
Why? See, this is just the internal conjugation. This is not the dispersion of the negative charge which is happening. Stability ज़्यादा कब होता? When the negative charge is in conjugation. अब actually second and third both are lesser stable only. Just comparatively 1 and 2 में 2 थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा stable होगा. It's like minutely more stable. Just because of internal resonance, which does not matter much when it comes to the negative charge का presence. तो सबसे पहली बात तो यहाँ पर नेगेटिव चार्ज विल बी वेरी मच कंफर्टेबल विद द sp कार्बन रादर देन sp2 कार्बन. डू यू अग्री?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, तो इसीलिए sp कार्बन पे नेगेटिव चार्ज होना इज मोर प्रिफर्ड देन द sp2 कार्बन. सो एज आई ऑलवेज से बावा ऑर्डर में द विनाइल एंड अराइल आर द यूजलेस वंस. यूजलेस मतलब उनकी स्टेबिलिटी बहुत ही कम रहती है. द रीजन इज दैट ओनली. अंडरस्टूड?
Yes, sir.
Arrange the following carbon ions in decreasing order of stability. All are benzyl carbon ions, but the effect of substituents needs to be analyzed. So methyl, nitro, and methoxy, how does it affect the stability?
Plus M
Where plus M?
in 2
All
and 4.
substituent. Now, methyl group में plus M के बजाय the better way to write the effect is, मैंने पापत में बताया था, but the methyl is actually releasing the electrons not by resonance or mesomeric, it is actually hyperconjugation. ठीक है, so वो पापत order याद रखने के लिए मैंने उसी में include कर दिया था, but I had already said that methyl will release by hyperconjugation, so it will be plus hyperconjugation. And based on difference in electronegativity of sp2 carbon versus sp3, this methyl group is releasing or withdrawing? Releasing. मतलब there is also inductive which is plus I based on difference in electronegativity. मतलब whenever a group is on ortho and para position, resonance या hyperconjugation के साथ कौन सा inductive है वो भी लिखा करो. ये क्यों लिखना है आगे हम समझेंगे in detail, but it's always better to write the effects. So now I can say collectively there is the EDG effect, and EDG carbon ion को
Destabilize.
या destabilize. It will destabilize because simply it is increasing the negative charge on the carbon. Then nitro has
Minus M.
minus M or minus R and
Minus I.
minus I. ठीक है, so overall it is a strong electron withdrawing group. That's why nitro को हम सबसे highest में रखते हैं in terms of CNS अकाई का examples. ठीक है, then methoxy has
Plus M.
plus M and carbon versus oxygen
Minus I.
minus I. So overall यहाँ पर पॉजिटिव मीजोमेरिक से इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर डोनेशन है एंड माइनस आर से इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉ भी कर रहा है. Now, obviously, as per the RHI order, resonance is much more dominant over inductive. So overall, इसका जो effect होगा वो releasing का ही होगा. Right? तो सबसे ज़्यादा stable carbon ion will be
3.
3,
third, then
1,
First.
1, then between second and fourth,
4,
Second.
why 4?
Because there's minus I also.
There's a minus I also. अच्छा, लेकिन जब भी हम कंपेयर करेंगे ना, the first thing is to compare the first part of the effect, meaning hyperconjugation and the resonance, which is more dominant.
resonance.
Resonance ज़्यादा dominate करता है. Everyone agrees to that.
Yes, sir.
तो प्लस मीजोमेरिक इफेक्ट का जो डोनेशन होगा that will be more as compared to plus hyperconjugation. बोलो.
Yes, sir.
तो बेसिकली यहाँ पर पॉजिटिव रेजोनेंस का ईडीजी मोर डोमिनेट करेगा एज कंपेयर टू द हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन, एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट इट विल डिस्टेबलाइज द कार्बन आयन मोर देन द मिथाइल वाला सब्स्टिट्यूटेड कार्बन आयन. अब मान लो यही कार्बन आयन में देयर इज अ NH2 ग्रुप सब्स्टिट्यूटेड. व्हाट इफेक्ट्स NH2 विल हैव if it is attached to the benzene?
Plus M.
Plus M and
minus I.
माइनस आई. तो अब यहाँ पर प्लस एम एंड माइनस आई दोनों इफेक्ट क्लैश हो रहा है, राइट? इसका प्लस एम है और इसका भी प्लस एम है. तो यहाँ पर प्लस एम किसका स्ट्रॉन्गर रहेगा उसके बेसिस पे देयर विल बी द डिसाइडिंग फैक्टर. So tell me which has a stronger plus M out of amino versus methoxy?
Amino.
Amino. एंड अमाइनो का ज्यादा प्लस एम है, मतलब ज्यादा रिलीज करेगा, ज्यादा डिस्टेबलाइज करेगा. तो हमेशा रेजोनेंस को ही पहले प्रेफरेंस देना है. अगर वहां पे काम नहीं होता है तो हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन सोचो, अगर हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन से काम ना हो तो ही इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट सोचो. This is why I always say stability is governed by RHI in the order of preference itself. ठीक है? That's why the answer to this stability order would be fourth one. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Then tautomerism के MCQs we didn't have in the previous isomerism part. It's given in this particular section. I've discussed tautomerism in depth. I'll just take few questions from this section. First one, which of the following does not show tautomerism?
Fourth.
Fourth one, because of
Absence
No
of
H.
alpha H.
absence of the alpha H. In the third, you can see there are 2 and 3, 5 alpha H present. In the second one, there are 3 alpha H. In the first one, you have alpha dicarbonyl compound. अगर इस कार्बोनाइल से देखें तो there are 2 alpha hyperconjugation possible. And in all content related questions, so in all content is highest in
1,
1 because it's a
beta diketone.
beta diketone, and beta diketone may be the terminal group should be EWGs. So in the first one there is phenyl and methyl. In the next one there is methyl and methyl, which are both EDGs. In the next there is a monocarbonyl compound. In next it's dicarbonyl, but there is a ester group, and ester overall is a weak EWG, so the enol content over here will be lesser. So 1, 2 and 4 तीनों dicarbonyl में है, but we have already seen that the enol content will be highest when the terminal groups are EWG. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, next we move to the acid and acidic strength. Now, it's a very important topic, but at the same time, a very simple topic. Once you understand this topic, when we move to phenols chapter, alcohols, carboxylic acid, there when we talk about the acidic strength, all these things are going to get repeated. But there I'll just give you a short overview and directly solve the questions. उसका पूरा जो basic concepts है, सारे cases है, comparison है, I'm taking it at a stretch. So chapter के छोटे छोटे content we have already covered in GOC. So when we actually move to the chapters, those topics when they get repeated, it will be done faster. जैसे alkenes में we will be discussing geometrical isomerism. Cycloalkene में भी we will discuss about GI. Halo compounds में when we move to organic, we'll talk about OI once again. But all those things we have already done in much detail. So it's better once you understand the fundamentals, when we move to the chapter, the main focus will be on the reaction and its implementation with respect to isomerism related questions. इसलिए हमने आइसोमेरिज्म पहले कवर किया है. मैकेनिज्म समझने के लिए हम बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स RHI का फंडा, कार्बोकटाइन कार्बोनाइन स्टेबिलिटी, एसिड बेसिक स्ट्रेंथ, ये सब पहले से कर रहे हैं. It will be very very helpful once you actually understand the basics. So let's start. So in a simple definition, how do you define an acid? An acid is a substance which have a tendency to
Release H plus.
release H plus. An acid is a substance which have a tendency to release H plus, that is, it's a proton donor. Next, an acid will be strong if its tendency to release H plus is
Greater.
High.
greater. मतलब जितना easily कोई substance H plus निकालेगा, उतना stronger the acid will be. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's compare H2SO4. We know that it's a strong inorganic acid, and after releasing the H plus, it forms the anion, which is bisulfate, HSO4 negative. Okay. Now, H plus ka easy release will be dependent on the anion formation. An acid will release H plus easily if the anion formed after the H plus release is stable or unstable. Is stable. अगर ये anion बहुत ज़्यादा stable है, तो its tendency to combine with H plus would be very less, very weak, and इसी की वजह से the equilibrium here will be in the forward direction. It will have no tendency to shift in the backward direction. Do you agree? अच्छा, और एक चीज सुनो. I have let's say ethane. Ethane में से अगर H plus release होगा तो it will form CH3 CH2 minus. Is this carbanion which is formed stable? Is carbon with a negative charge on sp3 stable?
No.
No. If I talk about HC triple bond CH, after the release of H plus, it forms HC triple bond C negative. Is the negative charge on sp carbon stable?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. मतलब यहाँ पर if the anion is less stable, it will have a tendency to combine with the H plus and form the ethane back. मतलब the reaction will shift in the backward direction. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if the anion is stable, its tendency to combine with H plus would be very less and the equilibrium will be more in the forward direction. And if the anion is stable by the resonance factor, then this anion will have very little or no tendency to combine with H plus and form back the H2SO4. Matlab, the easy release of the H plus is decided by
Stability of anion form.
stability of anion formed. So, a very important conclusion from the discussion is the acidic strength of an acid is directly decided by the stability of anion. And the anion which is formed is given a very special important name, that is conjugate base. Conjugate base. Okay. Conjugate acid base are those species which differ by the H plus. ये acid है, ये conjugate base है. तो इन दोनों में difference किसका है? What is the difference?
H plus.
H plus का. तो इसीलिए इनको बोलते हैं conjugate acid base pair. ये acid है तो उसका anion would be the conjugate base. समझा? बोलो. Keep responding please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So once again 3 points मैंने जो यहाँ पर बोला, I'll repeat it. First point, an acid is a substance which have a tendency to release
H plus.
H plus. Second, a stronger acid will have a stronger acid will have tendency to release H plus
Greater.
greater, and the easy release of the H plus will be decided by
Stability of the
Stability of
anion.
anion.
stability of the anion, which is very famously also called
Conjugate base.
conjugate base. Matlab, if you are given multiple acids and if you want to compare which is more acidic, then just compare the conjugate base ka stability. And we have already done this concept in the oxy acids of halogen. I hope you all remember. Which was the
Yes.
strongest oxy acid of halogen?
HClO4.
Perchloric acid, because the negative charge was dispersed by resonance to a greater extent, followed by chloric, then chlorus and hypochlorous acid. और वहां पर मैंने ये कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत डिटेल में बताया हुआ है. ओके, बोलो.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next, an anion will be more stable if the magnitude of the negative charge is, कोई भी नेगेटिवली चार्ज स्पीशीज ज्यादा स्टेबल कब होगा?
When it's
Electronegative is higher.
नहीं नहीं, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द चार्ज डेंसिटी. when the magnitude of the negative charge is lesser,
Yes.
right? मतलब जिस species में negative charge will get dispersed more, that species will obtain
or stability.
more stability. That's it. And this stability of the anion will be decided once again by R H I. मतलब we are once again discussing the same fundamentals but applying it to the acidic strength. So let's start. I have displayed 5 acids over there. ठीक है, हर एक acid को पहले dissociate करते हैं and then we'll understand the concept. So, what is the name of the first acid? Yes,
Sulfonic acid.
alkyl sulfonic acid. Now, on dissolution in water, it will take away the H plus from the acid and form the hydronium ion and will form its conjugate base, which is R S double bond O and O negative. So which is the stabilizing factor over here for the conjugate base?
Resonance.
Two-way resonance. And one more observation, after the delocalization, the negative charge is appearing on
Oxygen.
oxygen. And is the negative charge happy with oxygen?
Yes.
Yes.
Very much. मतलब यहाँ पर resonance भी है plus the negative charge is happy with the more electronegative oxygen atom. Next one, carboxylic acid on dissolution in water. Water will take away H plus and will form carboxylate anion. And here also the anion is stabilized by resonance. And the negative charge here also is delocalized on
Oxygen.
oxygen. But out of first and second, which is more stable anion?
First.
Because of
More resonance.
more resonance. खत्म. मतलब obviously first वाला acid is stronger than second one. Correct.
Yes.
Up next, phenols. Phenols are also acidic compounds. H2O will take away the H plus and will form the anion which is called phenoxide anion. Phenoxide anion. Okay. Now here also the phenoxide ion is stabilized by
Resonance.
and the negative charge is delocalized on
Carbon.
carbon. Now is the negative charge happy with carbon?
No.
No. मतलब पहले negative charge oxygen पे था and now after delocalization it is going on to carbon. So despite of extended resonance, is that preferred?
No.
No. मतलब जब negative charge oxygen पे था, it is definitely favored. After the delocalization, if it is on the oxygen or any other more electronegative atom, it's well and good, it is happy. लेकिन ऑक्सीजन पे होने के बाद if it is going on to carbon, despite of extended resonance, it will not impart more stability to the species. Hence, the phenoxide ion is stabilized by resonance, but compared to first and second, this anion is
Less stable.
less stable. Do you all agree? बोलो.
Yes, sir.
और एक चीज, here this negative charge is getting divided onto two oxygen atoms. Here the negative charge is only on one oxygen and वो delocalize होकर कार्बन पे जा रहा है. ये भी एक फैक्टर है जो समझ सकते हो. So overall इन तीनों में the first and second is more acidic than the third one. Okay. अब water. Water dissolved in water will undergo autoprotolysis. And on autoprotolysis, one of the H2O takes away the H plus to form hydronium and other will form hydroxide. So in hydroxide, the only thing important is negative charge on oxygen, meaning or more electronegative atom is more stable. बाकी कोई RHI का factors यहाँ पर नहीं exist करेगा. And then we have alcohols which will dissolve in water to form hydronium and RO negative. It is called alkoxide ion. जैसे OH is hydroxide, RO minus is alkoxide. Now, between OH minus and RO minus, can you tell me which is more stable anion? What is the difference between hydroxide and alkoxide?
Inductive effect.
And what inductive effect is existing?
Plus I.
Plus I. And plus I, on releasing the electrons, what will happen to the negative charge?
Will increase.
The magnitude of the negative charge will increase, so the stability of an ion will decrease and the acidic strength will
Decrease.
So now I can just give you two simple conclusions that EDEG, electron donating group, will always डिक्रीज द एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ, ये मैंने टॉटोमेरिज्म में भी बताया है। बीटा डाइकीटोन ज्यादा स्टेबल था बिकॉज ऑफ EWG, ज्यादा एसिडिक था बिकॉज ऑफ EWG. So in general, EDG substituent decreases the acidic strength and EWG increases the acidic strength. Clear? And based on the stability of the anions which we have compared, the acidic strength of the 5 acid is in the same order, that is sulfonic acids are very strong organic acids followed by carboxylic acid, then comes phenol C6H5OH followed by water, and least acidic are the alcohols in the family of organic compounds. A very important comparison. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Once again, I am repeating the point that if the negative charge is on oxygen and it is delocalizing to oxygen, then it is more preferred over the oxygen delocalizing to a negative charge delocalizing to a carbon. तो चाहे वहां पर कार्बन पे प्लस आए या माइनस आए, ऑक्सीजन से निकलकर अगर कार्बन पे चार्ज जा रहा है तो वो कभी भी ज्यादा प्रिफर्ड नहीं होगा डिस्पाइट ऑफ मोर रेजोनेंस. Make this point very clear. So that's basic funda of acid and how the acidic strength is compared. Once again, the important conclusion is stability of conjugate base or the anion. Next part. The acidic strength comparison along a period. So I've given ethane, ammonia, water, and hydrofluoric acid. In general, along a period, the acidic strength
Increases.
and now can you relate the reason for it in terms of conjugate base?
Increase in electronegativity.
Increase in electronegativity. Perfect. So, जब ethane will donate the H plus, it will form a carbanion when negative charge is on carbon. Ammonia will form NH2 negative, then water will form OH negative, and HF will form F negative. अब the only stabilizing factor is electronegativity. And we know that negative charge is happier with a more electronegative atom. So HF, after donating H plus, forms a conjugate base which is stable. That's why HF is a stronger acid than water, ammonia, and ethane. So along a period, acidic strength
Increases.
increases. Now down the group, HF, HCl, HBr, HI, group 17 के halo acids है. Which is more acidic?
HF.
H, HF या HI?
HI.
अब अगर ये वाला कॉन्सेप्ट अप्लाई करो जो मैंने ऊपर बताया, तो इस केस में फ्लोराइड इज द कॉन्जुगेट बेस, देन HCl में क्लोराइड followed by bromide and iodide. So if you apply the negative charge being more stable with more electronegative atom का concept, HF should be the stronger acid, but ऐसा नहीं है. अब यहाँ पर along a period the size was remaining almost the same. That is why we can compare the electronegativity वाला concept. But down the group, electronegativity के साथ साथ the size is also increasing. And a simple funda, if I talk about fluoride versus iodide, this is how I can compare. The negative charge is getting dispersed more in case of
Fluoride.
fluoride. Tennis ball versus football, if both have the -1 charge, where it is getting distributed more, tennis ball or football?
Football.
फुटबॉल. ये कॉन्सेप्ट में ऑलरेडी पोलराइजिंग पावर कोवेलेंट कैरेक्टर के टाइम करा चुका हूं.
So,
Yes
but
or
in
no?
that Li being small atom, plus charge is more well distributed.
So here the H plus is common in all of them, na? What we are comparing is only the anions.
So,
सारे
so
acids में
fluoride being smaller will be better distributed, na?
how the negative charge ka dispersal will be more in case of fluoride or iodide. Of course, it is going to be more in iodide, na? Because of greater surface area. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि टेनिस बॉल पे और फुटबॉल पे एक ड्रॉप ऑफ वाटर रखो, तो वो ड्रॉप ऑफ वाटर ज्यादा डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किस में होगा, टेनिस बॉल पे क्या फुटबॉल पे? हम्म, गौतम, still confused?
So, but in the lithium example, you had said that the positive charge is better distributed on lithium because it's small.
हाँ, तो यहाँ पे नेगेटिव चार्ज की बात कर रहा हूँ ना, फंडा तो वही है ना। वहां पे मैंने लिथियम वर्सेस सीजियम की बात की थी और कॉन्सेप्ट था पॉजिटिव चार्ज का। तो मैंने बोला था ये प्लस चार्ज कहाँ पे ज्यादा डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है?
Lithium.
मतलब here the intensity of the positive charge is more in lithium or cesium?
Lithium.
लिथियम में तो सीजियम पे कम हो गया ना चार्ज।
Yes, sir.
वैसे ही फ्लोराइड वर्सेस आयोडाइड में सेम -1 चार्ज है। -1 चार्ज ज्यादा किस पे होगा, फ्लोराइड पे कि आयोडाइड पे?
Fluoride.
तो चार्ज ज्यादा होगा तो ज्यादा स्टेबल होगा या कम स्टेबल होगा?
कम stable होगा.
So that's what is the concept, na? If the anion or the conjugate base is less stable, its acidic strength would be
Less.
Less.
less. और एक चीज, H और I में if I talk about the bond length, I being the larger halogen, the bond length between H and I is
Large.
very high. And अगर बहुत ज्यादा या higher bond length होगा तो the dissociation will be
Easy.
easy. और अगर वो आसान होगा तो H plus easily निकल के ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्गर एसिड बनाएगा। तो बेसिकली कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है, डाउन द ग्रुप भी एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ बढ़ता ही है, लेकिन यहां पर एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ बढ़ने का रीजन क्या है, द डिस्पर्सल ऑफ द नेगेटिव चार्ज। यहाँ पे जो नेगेटिव चार्ज है वो फ्लोराइड पे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाएगा, तो द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ द नेगेटिव चार्ज विल बी मोर, एंड यहाँ पर इंटेंसिटी कम हो जाएगा तो डिस्पर्सल कम हो जाएगा ना। यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
ओके, so this is the comparison in general along a period and down the group. अब we come to the relation between Ka and pKa. K is called dissociation constant of the acid and pKa is potence of Ka. अब ये होता क्या है? सबसे पहले the dissociation constant is nothing but an equilibrium constant. Let's say I have HCN, which is a weak acid giving you H plus and Cn minus. कार्बन पे नेगेटिव चार्ज less favorable है, इसलिए ये weaker acid है। ठीक है, now for an equilibrium we write the equilibrium constant as the ratio of the concentration of the products to the concentration of the reactant. The ratio of the concentration of the product upon the concentration of the reactant. मतलब here the equilibrium constant would be given as H plus into Cn minus का concentration indicated by square bracket upon HCN का concentration. And इसी equilibrium constant को for an acid we give a name dissociation constant of acid. Now this factor determines the strength. How is Ka related with H plus?
Directly.
मतलब if the H plus concentration is higher, K will have a greater value, and with a greater value of K, its acidic strength will be
High.
high. मतलब acidic strength is directly proportional to Ka. So let's say there are 4 acids which have a Ka value 1.2, 2.4, 3.5 and 7.8. And you are asked which will be the strongest acid.
7.8.
Higher the Ka, more is the acidic strength. खत्म. So questions ऐसे भी आएंगे जहां पर Ka के order को पूछा होगा. That is nothing but acidic strength का order. It's a parameter to decide the strength. अब Ka के साथ साथ sometimes we also use pK. Now you have already studied about pH. What is P in that?
Potency of hydrogen.
Potency of hydrogen, or simply power of the H plus ion. And mathematically, it's calculated as negative logarithm to the base 10 concentration of H plus ion. This is the mathematical relation. Potency of the H plus or the power of H plus is negative logarithm to the base 10 H plus. So with the negative sign, tell me how is pH and H plus related?
Inverse.
Inverse. We know that H plus का concentration अगर कम होगा तो pH value will be greater and vice versa. A lower pH is more acidic, a higher pH less than 7 is less acidic. बराबर? So
Yes.
potency of the Ka, that's pKa, is also minus log to the base 10 Ka. So how is pKa and Ka related?
Inverse.
Inverse.
Inverse. That's it. मतलब मान लो अब ये 4 pKa वैल्यूज है और पूछा स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट एसिड कौन सा?
1.2.
1.2.
1.2. बस, that's the concept. Understood. If you are given Ka values, the highest Ka determines the strongest acid. If you are given pKa values, then the lowest pKa will be the strongest acid. That's the conclusion of the relation between Ka and pKa. Now, the next part is effect of substituents. So look at the flow, what I have discussed. First, I discussed about the basic funda of acid and the strength comparison. The conclusion is stability of conjugate base. Along a period, electronegativity decides the acidic strength. Down the group, size ka dispersal, the negative charge ka dispersal based on size decides the acidic strength. Relation between Ka and pKa is acidic strength will be proportional to Ka but inverse to pKa. अब effect of substituents. Examples के साथ we will discuss. First is benzoic acid and their substituted groups are methyl and nitro. So substituent ka effect is simple that if it is EDG, the acidic strength will,
Decrease.
and if it is EWG,
Increase.
increase. Okay. Now tell me methyl shows what effect?
EDG.
EDG. To be specific on the benzene, I will say plus hyperconjugation and plus I. And nitro shows
Minus M.
minus M या minus R and
Minus I.
so collectively this is a stronger EDG and this is stronger EWG, and the concept is simple. EWG substituent increases the acidic strength and this will decrease. And methyl substituted benzoic acid is called toluic acid. Toluene with benzoic acid is called toluic acid. Next is phenol substituted groups. So I have phenols and there is a methoxy and an aldehyde substituent. Once again, what effect does methoxy show?
Plus M minus I.
Plus M minus I. And aldehyde?
Minus M.
Minus M and we have
Minus
a carbon double bond carbon and then carbon double bond oxygen. So electron का displacement will be from left to right or right to left.
left to right.
तो ऐसे होगा ना, यानी माइनस आए. तो कंबाइनली पहले तो आप m को कंपेयर करोगे, तो यहाँ पर माइनस m है तो ऑब्वियसली एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ बढ़ेगी, प्लस m है तो एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ घटेगी, एंड हेंस द ऑर्डर विल बी इन द इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर. फाइन.
Yes, sir.
Third, I have the family of carboxylic acids. The first one being the simplest, called methanoic or formic acid, followed by acetic, propionic, and butyric acid. What is the difference in the four acids given?
Number of
Alkyl group.
carbon.
Number of carbon atoms. First case में there is a simple attachment of hydrogen. Second में there is a methyl, then ethyl, and then propyl. What is the effect of increasing carbon on the acidic strength?
Decreases.
Decrease.
Decreases because alkyl groups show plus I, and the increasing plus I will decrease the acidic strength. Hence, in the family of acids, formic acid is a very strong acid, followed by acetic acid, propionic acid, and butyric acid. Next, CF3COOH, that's called trifluoroacetic acid, trichloro, tribromo, and a simple acetic acid. What should be the order?
Decreasing.
Decreasing, because 3-fluoro in place of hydrogen will offer a stronger minus I effect, and minus I acid के strength को बढ़ाएगा. Then chlorine has a weaker minus I compared with chlorine, and then bromine. So obviously the order will be decreasing. Fifth में, what is the difference in the four acids given? पहले difference हमेशा observe करने का.
But chlorine is placed.
Pardon?
The carbon, where chlorine is placed, the position of
The
chlorine.
position of chlorine. Very good. The position of chlorine. So first is a non-substituted butyric acid, and बाकी तीन जो है वो substituted chloro substituted butyric acid है. But the difference in the three of them is the position. With respect to COH, this is the alpha carbon, this is beta, and this is gamma. तो ये वाला beta chloro है. Next is gamma chloro, and the last is alpha chloro. Now, how does chloro affect the acidic strength?
Increases.
Increases. मतलब सबसे weakest acid तो ये non substituted होगा. अब ज्यादा increase कहाँ पर होगा?
Alpha chloro.
अल्फा क्लोरो. तो यहाँ पर एक फंडा आता है that inductive effect, I effect, is distance
Decreasing.
dependent and it decreases with distance. डिस्टेंस पे डिपेंड करता है, जितना पास उतना स्ट्रॉन्ग, एंड डिस्टेंस बढ़ेगा तो इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट वीक होता है. तो अल्फा पे क्लोरो इज मोर इफेक्टिव देन बीटा पे क्लोरो एंड देन गामा पे क्लोरो. इसीलिए द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट एसिड ओवर हियर विल बी अल्फा, देन योर बीटा, एंड देन द गामा. अंडरस्टूड?
Yes, sir.
Next one is again the family of acids, but the groups attached to the COH are different. Here we have ethyl, then ethynine, and then ethynine. How does it affect and why?
Increasing.
Increasing. Reason?
Minus I effect.
Minus I effect. And that is directly related with the electronegativity of the hybridized carbon. So sp hybridized carbon is more electronegative than sp2 and then sp3. So this will have a stronger minus I and hence it will be a stronger acid. Then seventh one.
So, but they show resonance also, right?
Yes, it does. But here the attachment is based on the carbon. So यहाँ पे resonance तो एक factor रहेगा ही दोनों में. मतलब second and third both will have the resonance possible. Pi alternate pi का, right?
Yes, sir.
And apart from that, there is also the inductive effect. तो रेजोनेंस इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट दोनों ही है. अब रेजोनेंस तो सिमिलर होगा बिकॉज इट इज ऑफ पाई ऑल्टरनेट पाई टाइप का. तो रेजोनेंस से कंपैरिजन नहीं कर पाएंगे. द अदर फैक्टर विच विल बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल. सी मैंने क्या बोला था, जहां पर रेजोनेंस काम नहीं करेगा वहां हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन सोचो, हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन काम नहीं करा तो इंडक्टिव सोचना है.
Okay, sir.
बिकॉज इन बोथ द केसेस द पाई बॉन्ड इज बिटवीन कार्बन एंड देन ऑक्सीजन. यहाँ पर रेजोनेंस तो सिमिलर ही है क्योंकि नेगेटिव चार्ज डीलोकलाइज होकर आपका ऑक्सीजन पे जा रहा है, राइट?
Yes, sir.
Then seventh one, we have a dicarboxylic acid के examples. The first is the common dicarboxylic acid called DNF में पढ़ा है हमने. Yes.
Malic acid.
ना. Malic acid क्या था?
Sorry, sir, my mistake.
Unsaturated dicarboxylic acid.
Oxalic acid.
The simplest dicarboxylic acid is called oxalic acid, जिसका molecular formula H2C2O4 होता है. Then between the two COH, I have a CH2 which is called malonic acid. And दो CH2 group होगा तो it's called succinic acid. Oxalic, malonic, succinic. These are the three acids in the dicarboxylate family. Okay. Now, oxalic acid after donation of the H plus will form this particular conjugate base. दूसरे में यहाँ पर CH2 आ जाएगा बीच में और तीसरे में there are two CH2 groups. So which anion is getting more stabilized? कौन सा अनायन ज्यादा
Third
स्टेबल हो
one.
रहा है? थर्ड वन. थर्ड वन में व्हाट टाइप ऑफ इफेक्ट द मिथाइलिन ग्रुप्स विल शो?
Hyperconjugation.
हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन. और उस हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन में पॉजिटिव हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन लगेगा कि माइनस हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन लगेगा? रिलीजिंग लगेगा, विड्रॉइंग लगेगा? मतलब टुवर्ड्स दिस कार्बोक्सिल ग्रुप विल इट हैव द रिलीजिंग इफेक्ट और विड्रॉइंग इफेक्ट? sp2 एडजेसेंट विथ sp3, तो sp3 वाला कार्बन का सिग्मा बॉन्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ पर डीलोकलाइज करेगा तो डोनेशन इफेक्ट होगा. And if there is a donation, then the negative charge ka intensity will
Increase.
so the anion will become.
Less stable.
Whereas in the oxalic acid, this carboxylate ion is directly attached to the carboxyl group. तो ये जो कार्बोक्सिल ग्रुप है ये एक्चुअली इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग नेचर शो करेगा. And because of the withdrawing nature, this will stabilize the anion more as compared to the malonic or even succinic acid. इनफैक्ट जितना मिथाइलिन ग्रुप बीच में आते जाएगा उतनी एसिड की स्ट्रेंथ कम होती जाएगी. इसलिए डाइकार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड में द ऑक्सैलिक एसिड इज द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट फॉलोड बाय मेलोनिक एंड सक्सिनिक. मान लो सक्सिनिक को इस मैलिक एसिड से कंपेयर करें तो कैसा होगा कंपैरिजन? succinic को, if I compare with the malic acid, yes, anyone? Succinic versus malic. The difference is here there were sp3 carbons, here there are sp2 carbons. So which is going to be more acidic?
Malic.
Malic, of course. इतना टाइम क्यों लग रहा है बाबा? This is sp3 and this is sp2. ये more electronegative हो गया ना? sp3 is less electronegative, so malic acid would be stronger than succinic acid. Understood. So effect of substituents में, the conclusion is simple. If you have EDG substituent, acidic strength will be decreased. If you have EWG substituent, acidic strength will increase. Now comes a very important part of comparing acidic strength, the concept of steric inhibition of resonance, famously called SIR effect. I call it a SIR effect, or it is also called ortho effect. अब नाम से ऑर्थो इफेक्ट से ये क्लियर होता है कि दिस इज वेरी मच रिलेटेड टू द ऑर्थो सब्स्टिट्यूटेड ग्रुप. क्या रिलेशन है, क्या कंक्लूजन है, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड. I have the first comparison of benzoic acid versus orthonitrobenzoic acid. Orthonitrobenzoic acid. Which will be more acidic as per the theory which we have already discussed?
Nitro.
Nitro, because it has minus R and minus I, collectively EWG, so it's more acidic. And if I have comparison of benzoic versus toluic acid, orthomethyl benzoic acid, इसमें कौन होगा?
Benzoic.
Benzoic, क्योंकि यहाँ पर पॉजिटिव हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन और प्लस आई लगता है, बराबर. मतलब EWG at the ortho increases the acidic strength and EDG at the ortho decreases the acidic strength. That is what we have discussed up till now. But ortho effect की वजह से any ortho substituted benzoic acid, whether the ortho group is EWG or EDG, doesn't matter. The ortho substituted acids are always having more acidity. This is the conclusion of ortho effects. Ortho substituted acids are more acidic than the benzoic acid, irrespective of whether the group is electron donating or withdrawing. पहले मैं कंक्लूजन लिख लेता हूं, फिर इसको जस्टिफाई करता हूं. वंस अगेन, ऑर्थो substituted benzoic acids are stronger acids than benzoic acid, पैरा और मेटा आइसोमर. इसका पैरा या मेटा पे भी अगर आइसोमर कंपेयर करे तो भी वो ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्गर होने वाला है. क्यों? लेट्स सी. नाउ if I just talk about the plain benzoic acid, meaning benzene with C, double bond O and OH. After the H plus is released, it will form the carboxylate ion. And here, this anion is having what stability factor?
Resonance.
Resonance of pi alternate pi, where the carboxylate ion will show the minus M effect. So the pi electron will delocalize from here and shift on the oxygen. And because of that, you will get the positive charge on ortho. Then again delocalize होगा तो
Para.
Para.
para. And then
Ortho.
Ortho.
ortho. Correct. So because of the delocalization, the carbon atoms are acquiring a positive charge. There was a negative charge on oxygen, and delocalization के बाद we are getting a positive charge on the carbon. ठीक है. अब when I introduce a ortho group to the carboxylic acid, ठीक है, तो ये अपना बेंजोइक एसिड है और यहाँ पर मैंने ऑर्थो ग्रुप को इंट्रोड्यूस किया. तो अब वापस यहाँ से H प्लस निकला एंड ये बनाया कार्बोक्सिलेट आयन. ठीक है. अब यहाँ पर स्टेरिक रिपल्शन का कॉन्सेप्ट आता है. मुझे बताओ, जब हमने ब्यूटेन का न्यूमेंस कॉन्फर्मेशन देखा था, आई हैड CH3 CH2 then back carbon H2 and CH3. Which conformation is this?
Eclipsed.
Eclipsed. And what type of strain the methyl group experiences in the eclipsed conformation?
Steric strain.
Steric strain. And what was steric strain? एक perfect definition बताया था steric strain का.
When groups come closer than the van der Waals radius.
Very good. जब दो ग्रुप अपने नॉर्मल वेंडर वॉल्स रेडियस से बहुत ज्यादा क्लोज आ जाते हैं, when the groups come closer than the van der Waals radii, because of the bulkier groups and the electron clouds, they experience repulsion. That type of repulsion causes strain in the molecule, meaning destabilize the molecule, and the strain is called steric or van der Waals strain. Correct? बोलो.
Yes, sir.
तो हमें ऑलरेडी स्टेरिक स्ट्रेन के बारे में पता है. अब समझो यहाँ पर, I have this carboxylate ion which is already a bulkier group and occupies a large amount of space in 3 dimensions. Carboxyl group एक बड़ा सा ग्रुप है, ठीक है, because there is C double bond O and OH, and उसके बाजू में ortho is a very close position, there is a nitro group और ये इसका इलेक्ट्रॉन क्लाउड है. अब because of the closeness of the ortho position, the electron clouds will have a
Repulsion.
repulsion between them. Yes or no? And
Yes,
this
sir.
repulsion, due to the closeness of the groups, will cause a strain in the molecule, which will destabilize the anion. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
एक बार फिर से. When the carboxyl group and any ortho substituted group is present, because of the closeness, there will be electron cloud repulsions, and also due to the bulkiness, there will be steric repulsions. तो ये steric repulsions overall strain produce करेगा anion में, and because of the strain it will destabilize the anion. अब as the law of nature, अगर कोई भी system unstable होता है तो वो अपने आप को stable करने की कोशिश करेगा. Floods are the consequence of that effect only. Yes or no? तो सेम वे में कोई भी स्पीशीज जब अनस्टेबल होगा तो वो अपने आप को स्टेबल करने की कोशिश करेगा. तो यहाँ पर व्हाट हैपेंस इज द नाइट्रो ग्रुप forces the carboxyl group to turn out of the plane. Earlier, because of the resonance possible, the carbon atom and the benzene ring both were in the same plane. मतलब the molecule overall was coplanar, all were lying in the same plane. तभी तो resonance हो रहा था. लेकिन अब यहाँ पर steric repulsion की वजह से नाइट्रो कार्बोक्सिल ग्रुप के प्लेन को ही रोटेट कर देता है. रोटेट करता है इसका मतलब क्या? Visualize that this carbon and benzene are in the same plane as your screen. जो आप स्क्रीन पे देख रहे हो वो आपका प्लेन है. Now this double bond O is coming out of the screen towards you, and the O negative is going back of the plane away from you. तो अब यहाँ पर जो दो ऑक्सीजन एटम्स प्लेन में थे, they are now out of the plane, because of which now the steric repulsions will be minimized. And साथ साथ because the carbon is not in the plane, Will this resonance of the benzene be possible in the carboxylate ion now?
No.
No, because planarity is lost. So can I say that now the resonance is inhibited? The resonance is inhibited. Why the inhibition happened? Because of the
Steric repulsions.
steric repulsions. So this effect is simply called steric inhibition of resonance. Steric factors की वजह से resonance inhibit हो गया, मतलब resonance नहीं हो रहा है. So now, will this negative charge will have a delocalization over the benzene possible?
No.
No. And it will delocalize only in the carboxylate ion. So now tell me, a negative charge on 2 oxygen versus a charge on oxygen negative and a charge on carbon positive, which is more favorable?
On
Negative
oxygen.
on two.
Negative charge ka dispersal onto the oxygen atom is any time more favorable than the dispersal with respect to the carbon acquiring a charge. मतलब अब ये steric inhibition of resonance की वजह से the conjugate base or the anion of this has become
Stable.
more stable, and जितना conjugate base ज़्यादा stable होगा उतना ही acidic strength ज़्यादा होगा, and that's why any ortho substituted acid is always more acidic than its para, meta or the plain benzoic acid. That's called ortho effect or SIR effect. समझा?
Yes, sir.
तो वंस अगेन आपको रीजंस कोई नहीं पूछेगा, आपको क्वेश्चंस यहाँ पर सिंपली कंपैरिजन ऑफ एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ के ऊपर आता है, जहां पर अगर आइसोमर्स दिए हैं तो उनमें ऑर्थो वाला एसिड सबसे स्ट्रॉन्गर है, वो आपका पहला कंक्लूजन होना चाहिए. ठीक है, आई विल टेल हाउ द क्वेश्चंस कम. चलो नेक्स्ट थर्ड वन. In the third one, I have both ortho-substituted benzoic acid. But the difference is I have a third butyl on ortho versus a methyl. So which is going to be more acidic?
Methyl.
Methyl. मुझे बताओ, steric repulsion is dependent on what?
Bulkiness.
Size या bulkiness. तो जितना बल्कियर ग्रुप आप ऑर्थो पे लगाओगे उतना SIR इफेक्ट स्ट्रॉन्गर होगा, और जितना SIR स्ट्रॉन्गर होगा उतना एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ
Increases.
इंक्रीज होगा ना. मतलब if you have methyl substituted benzoic acid, then ethyl, then isopropyl and then third butyl, सबसे स्ट्रॉन्ग कौन होने वाला है?
Butyl.
थर्ड ब्यूटाइल. सिंपल ना. स्टेरिक मतलब क्या? साइज के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट, जितना बल्कि उतना ज्यादा इनहिबिट होगा रेजोनेंस, और इस इनहिबिशन की वजह से नेगेटिव चार्ज का डिस्पर्सल ऑक्सीजन पे हो रहा है, इसलिए इट इज स्टेबलाइजिंग द कॉन्जुगेट बेस मोर. करेक्ट.
Yes, sir.
अब नेक्स्ट, I have a nitro substituted phenol at ortho and para position. अब when I compare COH with OH, is OH a bulky group?
No.
No, meaning it will occupy lesser space, and उसके adjacent पे जो नाइट्रो है वो बल्कियर है, तो it will occupy large space. But इस केस में there is a distance which is between the OH and nitro, an appreciable distance. मतलब यहाँ पर अपने नॉर्मल वेंडर वॉल्स रेडाई से ये इतना ज्यादा क्लोज नहीं आ रहा है. मतलब फिनॉल सब्स्टिट्यूटेड कंपाउंड्स में SIR इफेक्ट अप्लाई
नहीं होगा.
नहीं होगा. So that is important point. That's why I have taken this example. फिनॉल सब्स्टिट्यूटेड एसिड्स में SIR इफेक्ट नहीं होता है, because there is some distance between the OH and nitro which is greater as compared to, which is like an appreciable distance as compared with their van der Waals radii. तो यहाँ पर inhibition of resonance नहीं होता है. So now, if I want to compare here, there is one thing which you can observe. OH का H पे plus है and nitro का O पे minus है. What can happen between them?
H bond.
Hydrogen bond, which is intramolecular hydrogen bond. अब अगर intramolecular H bond हो रहा है, तो can I say this oxygen is attracted with the H? So now this removal of H plus will be easy or difficult?
Difficult.
Difficult हो जाएगा because molecule के अंदर ही O negative H को hold करके रख रहा है. Whereas paranitrophenol में ऐसा नहीं होगा. There will be intermolecular hydrogen bonding possible. लेकिन इंट्रा तो नहीं होगा बिकॉज ऑफ डिस्टेंस. तो यहाँ पर पैरानाइट्रोफेनॉल की एसिडिटी स्लाइटली ग्रेटर हो जाती है एज कंपेयर टू द ऑर्थोनाइट्रोफेनॉल. तो ऐसा कोई भी कंपाउंड जहां पर इंट्रामोलिकुलर एच बॉन्ड हो उसमें एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ विल बी ऑलवेज डिक्रीज. जैसे हमने गॉच कॉन्फॉर्मेशन का एक केस लिया था कि अगर दो OH ग्रुप है या OH with F है, then in the Gauge conformation they have the tendency to form the H bonding, due to which it requires more stability. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So now finally coming to the 4 important examples. So मैंने आपको 4 examples दिए हुए हैं. नाइट्रोबेंजोइक एसिड, टोलुइक एसिड, हाइड्रोक्सी सब्स्टिट्यूटेड एंड मिथॉक्सी सब्स्टिट्यूटेड बेंजोइक एसिड. हमें क्या करना है, इसके ऑर्थो, मेटा, पैरा और प्लेन बेंजोइक एसिड के स्ट्रेंथ को कंपेयर करना है. ठीक है. नाउ जिस हिसाब से आई एम डिस्कसिंग द फ्लो, यू आर जस्ट सपोज टू फॉलो दैट सेम फ्लो. यहाँ पे स्ट्रक्चर्स बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो ना, लुकिंग एट नाइट्रो ग्रुप एट द ऑर्थो पोजिशन, व्हाट इफेक्ट कैन यू थिंक?
SIR.
परफेक्ट. SIR इफेक्ट यहाँ पर क्लियरली समझ में आ जाएगा. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट नाइट्रो है तो माइनस आर और माइनस आई भी होगा, लेकिन ऑब्वियसली डोमिनेंट फैक्टर SIR है. अब मेटा पे, if the nitro is at meta, which effect will be applicable? बोलो. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूं मेटा पे रेजोनेंस लिखना गुनाह है. Whether it is minus R or plus R, when you look at the resonating structures, the charge was present on what positions of the benzene?
Ortho and para.
मेटा पे कभी भी चार्ज नहीं आता है, और मेटा पे चार्ज नहीं आता है इसका मतलब रेजोनेंस मेटा पे अप्लाई नहीं होता है. तो याद रखो, मेटा पे रेजोनेंस लिखना गुनाह है. द मोमेंट यू राइट माइनस आर यू शुड फील गिल्टी. मेटा पे रेजोनेंस लिखना गुनाह है, यू शुड फील गिल्टी, बिकॉज मेटा पे रेजोनेंस होता ही नहीं है. रेजोनेंस अकर्स ओनली एट ऑर्थो एंड पैरा पोजिशंस. And is resonance distance dependent, similar to inductive effect? रेजोनेंस ऑर्थो पे हो या पैरा पे हो, क्या डिस्टेंस मैटर करता है?
No.
नो. तो इंडक्टिव डिस्टेंस डिपेंडेंट होता है, लेकिन रेजोनेंस डिस्टेंस इंडिपेंडेंट होता है. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेटमेंट टू बी रिमेंबर्ड. फिट कर लो इसको दिमाग में. Resonance occurs only at ortho and para and is distance independent. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So now M पे कौन सा इफेक्ट लिखूं?
Minus I.
And para पे
Minus
Minus
L,
R,
minus I.
माइनस एम माइनस आई, या माइनस आर भी लिखो चलेगा, कोई इश्यू नहीं है, माइनस आर माइनस आई, ठीक है। एंड देयर इज प्लेन बेंजोइक एसिड। तो सबसे स्ट्रॉन्गर एसिड इन चारों में,
ऑर्थो।
तो स्टेटमेंट अब क्लियर है कि ऑर्थो सब्स्टिट्यूटेड बेंजोइक एसिड इज मोर एसिडिक देन मेटा पैरा आइसोमर एंड आल्सो द प्लेन बेंजोइक एसिड, इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ कौन से टाइप का सब्स्टिट्यूएंट है, फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। सो द ऑर्डर इज ऑर्थो विल बी रैंक्ड फर्स्ट। अब आपको दिमाग लगाना है मेटा पैरा एंड बेंजोइक एसिड के कंपैरिजन। मेटा
पैरा
हैज माइनस आई which is EWG by inductive, एंड पैरा में माइनस आर माइनस आई दोनों ही है, तो स्ट्रॉन्गर EWG है, एंड EWG एसिड की स्ट्रेंथ को
बढ़ाता है।
बढ़ाता है। सो पैरा इज मोर एसिडिक देन मेटा, एंड लास्ट में आएगा आपका बेंजोइक एसिड। दिस इज हाउ द क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड, and there are lot of questions asked in the previous years based on acidic strength. मैं इसको चैप्टर वाइज नहीं करा रहा हूँ, मैं एक जनरल फ्लो ले रहा हूँ, और ज़्यादातर बेंजोइक एसिड और फिनॉल पे हमने फोकस किया है, क्योंकि वही दोनों एसिड्स आपके ऑर्गेनिक में कॉमन है। इसके अलावा भी कुछ और क्वेश्चंस है जो मैं लूँगा, जिससे और कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर हो जाएगा। अब टोलुइक एसिड, टोलुइक मतलब व्हाट इज द सब्स्टिट्यूएंट,
CH3.
CH3. So now there is ortho, meta, para, benzoic acid. Quickly, ortho पे कौन सा इफेक्ट आएगा?
SIR
SIR एंड बोलते जाओ,
प्लस एम।
प्लस हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन, एम नहीं। तो मैंने सिर्फ पापत ऑर्डर याद रखने के लिए प्लस आर में बोला था, लेकिन मैंने क्लियर भी किया था कि मिथाइल विल डोनेट द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स बाय हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन। ये क्यों इंपॉर्टेंट है? बिकॉज अगर कोई प्लस हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन और प्लस आर में कंपैरिजन करना है, तो विच विल बी डोमिनेंट?
आर।
आर, इसलिए इसमें हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन ही लिखोगे, एंड देन प्लस आर। मेटा पे,
प्लस आई।
पैरा पे,
प्लस एच सी प्लस आई।
so now which will be ranked one in the order of acidic strength?
ओ।
ऑर्थो, अनडाउटेडली। अब बाकी तीनों में कंपैरिजन,
Meta.
नो,
बी ए।
बीए, बिकॉज ये दोनों तो कलेक्टिवली आपका डोनेटिंग ग्रुप्स हो गया ना, एंड डोनेटिंग ग्रुप्स एसिड की स्ट्रेंथ को क्या करता है?
Decrease.
So if a methyl is bonded to the benzoic acid, the acidic strength is going to be lesser. मतलब benzoic acid stronger होगा बाकी दोनों से, right? I'm getting it.
Yes, sir.
अब इन दोनों में स्ट्रॉन्गर EDG किसका है?
पैरा
P.
तो पैरा का एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ सबसे
कम।
होगा.
कम होगा, हेंस इट्स M देन P. तो ये ऑर्डर आपको मगअप नहीं करना है, जस्ट राइट द इफेक्ट्स एंड देन एनालाइज द इफेक्ट्स फॉर द एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ, खत्म। चलो, हाइड्रोक्सी के केस में ऑर्थो, मेटा, पैरा, बेंजोइक एसिड, ऑर्थो विल हैव SIR and OH group has what more effects? OH on the benzene will have what effect?
H bonding.
H bonding होगा, इफेक्ट इफेक्ट पूछ रहा हूँ, OH का बेंजीन पे कौन सा इफेक्ट होता है?
प्लस एम।
प्लस M, बिकॉज पापत है ना, ये फिनॉल हो गया, एंड कार्बन
माइनस
ऑक्सीजन के
आई।
कंपैरिजन में माइनस आई। तो SIR है, उसके अलावा इंट्रामोलिकुलर एच बॉन्डिंग भी है, लेकिन SIR इफेक्ट वर्सेस इंट्रामोलिकुलर एच बॉन्डिंग, Will the steric effect be dominant or the H bonding?
Steric.
Steric. इसीलिए अगर आपको याद है तो लास्ट सेशन में हमने NH3 प्लस वर्सेस NCH3 thrice प्लस को कंपेयर किया था, which was having a minus I, stronger minus I.
NCH.
The substituted group, right? Because 3 methyl groups जो है वो sterically repel करेगा, तो repulsion की वजह से the ammonium ion will become unstable, and to stabilize the tendency to attract the electron will be more for the substituted ammonium. तो यहाँ पर भी steric factor का ही फंडा था, बिकॉज 3 मिथाइल ग्रुप सेम एटम पे बहुत क्लोज आ जाएंगे, क्लोज आएंगे तो स्टेरिक रिपल्शन होगा, उसकी वजह से इट विल हैव अ प्रॉब्लम। समझा? अच्छा, आप सोचोगे तो ये प्रॉब्लम टर्शियरी ब्यूटाइल कार्बोकटाइन में क्यों नहीं आता है? मैं बोल रहा हूँ नहीं आता है, क्यों नहीं आता है बोलो? कैन यू थिंक ऑफ अ रीजन हियर? ये वाला कार्बोकटाइन तो बहुत स्टेबल है, टर्शियरी।
Carbon is larger.
कार्बन इज लार्जर। नो, कार्बन नाइट्रोजन सेम पीरियड में इतना फर्क थोड़ी आएगा।
Nitrogen has a lone pair.
अमोनियम में जब N पे प्लस आएगा तो लोन पेयर गायब हो गया क्या? स्टिल इट इज प्रेजेंट।
Electronegativity.
So positive charge is happy with carbon or nitrogen?
Carbon.
That is one factor. एक और फैक्टर है कार्बोकटाइन में, द कार्बन इज प्लेनार, the 3 methyl groups are at a distance of or at an angle of
120.
120.
120 डिग्री, मतलब काफी अपार्ट है। पॉजिटिव चार्ज कार्बन पे वो भी एक फैक्टर है। अमोनियम के केस में ये पिरामिडल ज्योमेट्री आ जाता है, मतलब sp3 कार्बन के हिसाब से, और उसके बेसिस पे जो एंगल है वो कम हो जाता है, मतलब यहाँ पर कंपैरेटिवली मिथाइल ग्रुप्स क्लोजर है, तो ये भी एक फैक्टर है। ठीक है, स्टेरिक रिपल्शंस जो है वो बॉन्ड एंगल पे भी डिपेंड करेगा। इस केस में जितना एंगल ज्यादा उतने ग्रुप्स दूर होंगे, जितना एंगल श्रिंक हो जाएगा उतने ग्रुप्स विल कम क्लोजर, एंड क्लोजर आएगा तो प्रॉब्लम है। वही प्रॉब्लम अमोनियम आयन में आया। ठीक है, so coming to the hydroxybenzoic acid, now what will be the effect on meta?
Minus I.
Minus I only, and here plus m and minus I. तो सबसे पहले तो स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट एसिड विल बी
Ortho.
ऑर्थो। अब दिस इज हैविंग अ EWG इफेक्ट, एंड प्लस एम एंड माइनस आई अलग अलग है, तो आप पहले तो मीजोमेरिक को सोचोगे। बेस्ड ऑन दैट दिस इज अ
DG.
EDG, and this will be
WG.
EWG. So can you tell me the acidic strength now?
Meta.
Meta will be more acidic than
BA.
PA, and then
Para.
para. And finally methoxy, I have ortho, meta, para and the benzoic acid. Ortho will have SIR effect, and methoxy OCH3 has what effects?
Plus and minus I.
Plus m minus I. So meta will have only minus I, and here we have plus m and minus I. Once again ortho substituted to undoubtedly ज़्यादा stronger है than the meta, para and the benzoic acid. Now among the other three,
Meta.
meta, then
BA.
and then
Para.
समझा? Clear है everyone?
Yes.
चल, let's understand this concepts with the MCQs. I've discussed all the important points of the acidic strength. Let's see how much is understood. First one. Among the following, strongest acid is
One.
one. No. On what factor you compared? क्या फैक्टर कंपेयर किया? See, if I just separate the H plus, I can see the conjugate base. So acetylene after the donation of H plus will form HC triple bond C negative. Benzene after the donation of H plus will form a phenyl carbanion. Ethane will form ethyl carbanion and methanol will form methoxide. तो यहाँ पे रेजोनेंस हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन या इंडक्टिव एज सच आप ऑप्शन 3 एंड ऑप्शन 4 में देख सकते हो, बराबर. But when you have the negative charge on different atoms, what is the first thing you should compare?
Electronegativity.
Electronegative.
And negative charge is always happy with
More
More
electron.
electronegative.
more electronegative. तो ऑक्सीजन पे नेगेटिव चार्ज ज्यादा फेवरेबल होगा एज कंपेयर टू द नेगेटिव चार्ज ऑन sp कार्बन which has a lower electronegativity or on sp2 कार्बन or on sp3 कार्बन. ठीक है, और ये चीज अलोंग द पीरियड वाला कॉन्सेप्ट भी है ना. If I have a carbon negative, nitrogen negative, oxygen negative and fluoride negative, which is going to be more acidic?
Fluoride negative.
ऐसे ही ऑर्डर था ना, बस इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी के बेसिस पे आपको कंपेयर करना है. अब अगर चार्ज सेम एटम पे है तो फिर आप इंडक्टिव को भी सोचोगे. ठीक है, सो ऑक्सीजन पे नेगेटिव चार्जेस मोर स्टेबलाइज्ड एंड हेंस फोर्थ विल बी द स्ट्रॉन्गर एसिड. ये एक्चुअली चारों ही वीकर एसिड्स है बट कंपैरेटिवली अल्कोहल्स आर स्ट्रॉन्गर कंपैरेटिवली. For which carboxylic acid the pKa value is lowest? अब देखो क्वेश्चन क्या पूछा है pKa के टर्म्स में. Lowest pKa मतलब you have to find the
Most acidic.
Strongest acid.
strongest acid, and I've already done this comparison. What's the answer? There is ethyl, ethinyl, then there is N-propyl and ethinyl.
Second.
Second, because of sp कार्बन का इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी showing -I as well as resonance तो है ही यहाँ पर, तो आंसर will be 2. Strongest acid among the following is already done.
First.
Trifluoroacetic acid. Which of the following options shows the correct order of decreasing acidity? So I'll just write the compounds again. PHCO2H मतलब benzoic acid है. PHSO3H is sulfonic acid. PHCH2OH is benzyl alcohol and PHOH is phenol. Which will be stronger? ये भी किया है हमने. pH is common. We have sulfonic, carboxylic, alcohol, phenol.
sulfonic.
Sulfonic acid, because there is resonance and the negative charge is dispersed on oxygen only. यहाँ पे lesser resonance है और negative charge का dispersal oxygen पे ही है. Phenol में resonance तो होता है लेकिन negative charge goes to carbon which is not that favorable, and alcohol के केस में O negative जो है localized है, उसका charge delocalized नहीं हो रहा है. Hence the order will be sulfonic acids are stronger than carboxylic, phenols and alcohols. Correct order of relative acidic strength of phenol, ethyl alcohol and water is already done.
1.
1. Phenol, then water, and then ethanol. Is that okay? Understood, everyone? Next, in which of the following compound the hydroxylic proton is the most acidic? Hydroxylic proton is most acidic. Which funda you will apply? Just look at the compounds given.
Alpha.
यहाँ पर there is a halo substituted alcohol given. Here the halo or the fluoro is on beta. Here there is iodo on gamma. Here there is fluoro on gamma. And here it is on alpha. Since inductive effect is distance dependent, fluoro at the alpha position will have a stronger minus I, and stronger minus I will stabilize the alkoxide and it will be more. Understood? Thirteen. Which of the following carboxylic acid is most acidic? Orthomethyl benzoic acid, meta, para या benzoic acid? टोलुइक एसिड में कौन सा सबसे स्ट्रॉन्गर होता है?
Ortho.
Ortho.
based on SIR effect or the ortho effect. यहाँ पर तो सोचना ही नहीं है. You have to just apply the conclusion of the SIR effect. Next, we have oxalic versus malonic acid. The Ka values are given. Ka1 is the first dissociation constant. पहला H plus निकलेगा तो Ka1, दूसरा H plus निकलेगा तो Ka2. So if you compare the Ka values, both have 10 power minus 5 का order, but magnitude wise this is much higher as compared to malonic acid. And we have already seen that oxalic acid was stronger than the malonic acid. Now the reason for higher Ka1 value of oxalic acid as compared to that of malonic acid is, can you answer this?
First one.
First one, because oxalic acid after giving away the H plus ion forms the carboxylate ion which is stable by resonance, as well as there is a carboxyl group which also shows the minus I effect. But malonic acid के case में it has a CH2 in between which will not show the minus I वाला effect. So the anion formed after the removal of first H plus of oxalic acid is more stable due to stronger minus I effect of COH group present at close distance. Next, phenol and nitrophenols are being given, ortho, meta and para. pKa values are given. So highest pKa indicates that it is the
Least acidic.
least acidic, and lowest pKa indicates
Most acidic.
most acidic. मतलब इसमें para is more stronger than ortho, then meta and then the non-substituted phenol. This is the order. And para ortho I have already justified. And nitro group acidic strength को बढ़ाता है तो phenol last में आएगा. और मेटा पे सिर्फ माइनस आई इफेक्ट होगा, इसलिए m इधर आएगा। अब मार्क ट्रू एंड फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट्स। 4 statements are given. Let's analyze one by one. Statement 1, 3 is more acidic than 1 due to minus I effect of nitro group. True or false? Third one, that is metanitrophenol is more acidic than the phenol due to minus I effect of nitro.
True.
True.
True. Due to H bonding in second, ortho, it is slightly less acidic than fourth, that is para.
True.
A fact now. Due to presence of minus M effect, second and fourth are more acidic than that of third.
True.
True.
And mesomeric effect of nitro group is not operative in case of third with respect to OH group.
True.
mesomeric
True.
effect apply नहीं होता है, and that's what I always say, meta पे resonance नहीं होता है, लिखना गुनाह है, it's a crime. All the 4 statements are true statements. Strength of acidity is in order: phenol, then there is cresol, dinitrophenol, and a nitrophenol, which will increase the acidity.
Third one.
Third one. अब थर्ड में ऑर्थो पे नाइट्रो डेफिनेटली हैज एच बॉन्डिंग, लेकिन साथ साथ द पैरा नाइट्रो विल बी इम्पार्टिंग माइनस आर एज वेल एज माइनस आई इफेक्ट, and the EWG on the para will definitely increase the acidic strength, and collectively दोनों नाइट्रो ग्रुप जो है वो स्ट्रॉन्गर एसिड बनाएगा एज कंपेयर टू द पैरा नाइट्रो और अ सिंगल नाइट्रो सब्स्टिट्यूटेड फिनॉल. तो थर्ड एंड फोर्थ में डेफिनेटली थर्ड इज मोर एसिडिक. इनफैक्ट अगर मैं एक और नाइट्रो ग्रुप यहाँ लगा दूं तो द एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ विल बी
Highest.
हाईएस्ट. एंड इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड है ये कि इसको कमर्शियल नेम दिया गया है पिक्रिक एसिड, एंड दिस इज यूज्ड इन एक्सप्लोजिव्स. नाइट्रो सब्स्टिट्यूटेड कंपाउंड्स जो है दे आर वेरी वेरी स्ट्रांगली एसिडिक. तो चाहे आप RDX सोच लो या फिर TNT सोच लो, दे आर ऑल वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड्स बिकॉज ऑफ द नाइट्रो ग्रुप. Nitrated compounds increases the acidic strength to a very large extent, and that is why the dissociation of these compound is very very easy, and that leads to the use of this compound as an explosive. Explosive मतलब क्या, कंपाउंड इमीडिएटली टूट जाएगा. तो जितना स्ट्रॉन्गर एसिड उतना इजीली टूटेगा, राइट? Heard of TNT?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's the full form?
Nitro-toluene.
बस तो फंडा वही है ना. आप अगर टोलुइन में 3 नाइट्रो लगा दो तो इट मेक्स द कंपाउंड हाईली एसिडिक, and because of that the separation of the H plus is much more easier. वैसे ही ये ट्राइनाइट्रोफिनॉल है जो कि पिक्रिक एसिड है. All these nitrated compounds are used as explosives because of a great acidic strength. ठीक है, तो थर्ड एंड फोर्थ में थर्ड इज ग्रेटर, एंड 1 and 2 में
One.
1 will be acidic क्योंकि मिथाइल तो डिक्रीज करता है. आंसर होगा 2. Last one, which of the following reactions is feasible? अब इन रिएक्शंस में कॉन्सेप्ट क्या सोचना है पहले वो बताता हूँ. You can observe that the reaction is being given with respect to one acid and the other is salt of the acid. The feasibility of the reaction will be decided by the displacement rule. And when there are two acids, one in the form of salt, the rule is a stronger acid will displace weak acid from its salt. The displacement rule is always a stronger can displace the weaker. ठीक है, तो weaker acid अगर salt के form में है और दूसरा reactant stronger acid है, then the displacement will be possible. So let's look at the first one. We have acetic acid versus formic acid salt. Tell me which is a stronger acid. Acidic versus formic. Formic. And formic acid salt के form में है, तो अगर stronger acid salt के form में है, तो displacement हो ही नहीं सकता. This is not feasible. Next. This is acetylene versus water. Which is stronger acid?
Water.
Water.
Water. So if the acid is stronger and the weaker acid is in the form of salt, will the displacement happen?
Yes.
Yes. मतलब displacement क्या होगा? Na की जगह H आ जाएगा and water would be converted into NaOH. So this is basically the hydrolysis of the salt which gives you acid and base. ये hydrolysis कब possible होगा? If this rule is satisfied. Understood? Third and
Yes, sir.
fourth feasible क्यों नहीं है? Because third में there is phenol versus nitrophenol. When nitrophenol is a stronger acid, so in the form of salt displacement नहीं होगा. Sulfonic acid versus benzoic acid. Sulfonic acid stronger acid है. Stronger acid है तो यहाँ displacement नहीं होगा. Reaction feasible नहीं होगा. तो ऐसा टाइप का क्वेश्चन अगर आता है तो यहाँ पर भी एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ का ही फंडा है. You have to compare the strong and the weak acid. And the rule of displacement is a stronger acid can displace a weaker acid from the solid. Understood?
Yes.
With that, I complete the acidic strength, solve the remaining MCQs from the section I that is related with acidic strength. Module में कुछ questions acidic strength का देखकर please try to solve it before the next session. Make sure that you are able to solve the questions. Okay.
Yes, sir.